It was well past midnight when I heard the front door click open. I had been waiting up worried about her, sensing something was off all evening. Emily walked in, hair slightly messy, eyes bright but distant. She smiled at me and said casually, "I got the attention I wanted." I froze, the words ringing in my ears like a warning bell. Her tone was light but the meaning heavy, and I felt a chill run down my spine. I calmly got up from the couch, trying to process what she had just said. "Your bags are ready," I said simply, my voice steady despite the turmoil inside. Emily blinked, confusion mixing with a hint of surprise on her face. I repeated, "I packed your things. I think it's time we take a break." Her smile faltered, the confidence she had carried just seconds ago slipping. She asked sharply, "What are you talking about?" I looked at her calmly, the pain behind my eyes barely hidden, and said, "I'm talking about reality." For months I had noticed the distance, the secretive calls, the endless excuses. I had given her space, trusted her, hoped for honesty. But tonight she confirmed what I had feared. I watched her face pale as the weight of my words settled. Emily tried to laugh it off, saying it was nothing serious, just fun. I shook my head. No, fun is when both people are respected. She looked away, realizing I meant every word. I handed her a small overnight bag, everything she needed, neatly packed. There was silence, heavy and suffocating, filled with unsaid words and broken trust. I told her calmly, "You can stay elsewhere tonight. We both need clarity." She wanted to argue, to insist that I was overreacting. But I stood firm, knowing that respect is not negotiable. She slumped into a chair, the bravado fading, replaced by guilt. I sat opposite her, the room quiet except for the ticking clock. I explained how her actions had hurt me, how trust once broken can't be ignored. Emily listened, no interruptions, no excuses, only shame and realization. The hours passed, we spoke softly, about boundaries, choices, and consequences. I knew this moment would define our marriage, whether it could survive or end. I reminded her that honesty is more valuable than comfort, that truth always matters. She nodded slowly, tears glistening in her eyes, finally understanding the gravity. Weeks followed, filled with difficult conversations and careful rebuilding. I offered her a chance to regain trust, but it required effort, transparency, and change. Emily showed willingness, small gestures that demonstrated sincerity. We talked about priorities, respect, and the life we wanted together. Each day was a step, sometimes forward, sometimes back, but always intentional. Months later, I could see the transformation, not only in her behavior but in our connection. Trust, once shattered, had begun to heal through patience and honesty. The midnight incident remained a turning point, a reminder of boundaries and values. I realized that strength is shown not in anger, but in calm assertion of one's dignity. Emily and I learned that night that respect cannot be compromised. And though the shock of betrayal nearly broke me, it also gave me clarity. A marriage can survive mistakes only if both choose accountability over excuses. By the following year, our relationship had grown deeper, more intentional, more understanding. The memory of that night no longer brought anger, only a lesson in honesty and self-respect. And I knew that walking through that difficult moment together, even when apart, had saved us.